And a warm welcome to you from Kobe. It is Kansai Derby time, and there's no team that would rather stop Vissel's charge towards the top of the table more than Kyoto Sanga, their local rivals. These are the glorious scenes here as we prepare for the game of the weekend in J-League. What an atmosphere they'll be walking out into here, and Vissel know that after others slipped up yesterday, they have the chance to go top of the table with only 8 games to go after this one. What a chance. What an opportunity for their first ever J-League title. Well, we saw Urawa Reds blow their opportunity to throw themselves properly into this title race. We saw Yokohama Marinos beaten. Nagoya slipped up as well. It feels like it's there for the taking. Could Vissel be the team to reach out and grab it? This 90 minutes will tell us a great deal about where they might end up. So our referee Akihiko Ikeuchi leads them out. By the way, Vissel have signed Juan Mata. Andres Iniesta left in July after only 4 appearances. He isn't involved here today. His derby will come, I'm sure, soon down the line. There'll be great respect, as there always is, but this is a fixture that's really fueled by passion. And there's the player who's led Vissel so well, Yuya Osako, 19 goals in this campaign. What a season he has had to this point. Shohei Takeda done really well for Kyoto, but Osako, the player, very much to the fore in the running for the MVP title. Nice moment here for Mitsuki Saito. Big smile on his face as he led forward Yuya Osako, who makes his J-League appearance number 200 here for the club. Needs to do it again. Scored 7 in his last 7. Can he be the man again here for Vissel? The calm before the inevitable storm now. Takayuki Yoshida makes one change to the team that battled to a draw against FC Tokyo. Shuhei Kawasaki makes his first J-League start ahead of Yoshinori Muto, who drops to the bench. Yuya Osako, as we said, has scored in his last 3 J-League games to make it 19 for the season. That's 2 clear of the rest. Yuruki and Sasaki, the 2 in support. Strong team then for Vissel Kobe, but no question that Kyoto, even though they're down towards the bottom of the table, have qualities of their own, and they'll come here to fight all right. There's our VAR team, Junpei Ida and Mitsuharu Taketa. And we're just about ready to get things underway. Cho Kui-jae makes 2 alterations to his team, including in goal, where Gu Sung-yeon makes his 2nd appearance since he joined the club in July. Gakuji Ota drops to the bench. Hasashi Taoya is suspended after last week's red card. Osamu Ioya, the player who comes in to replace him as the left-sided centre-half. Hara leads the line. Matsuda and Toyokawa either side of him. Watch out for the strong-running Sota Kawasaki in behind Hara. Interesting that Anderson Patrick starts on the bench. 10 goals in this campaign for him. There's Yoshida, the man who has masterminded this run of Vissel. Maybe not towards the title, but certainly towards challenging for it. And there is Cho, the South Korean coach of Kyoto Sanga. Been in charge since 2021. And so we're ready. Strong Vissel side who've drawn their last 2, so they could already be in front in J-League, but today they have the chance to get above Yokohama Marinos, and with 8 games to go, have their eyes on the big prize. It's the NOEVIR Stadium in Kobe. It's Vissel against Kyoto Sanga in the Kansai derby. And it's Vissel to get things underway. They kick from right to left in this first half in the purple and black. And they start as strong favourites. And one fixture to note, the weekend of September the 30th. It's Yokohama Marinos at home against Vissel Kobe. What a game that's going to be. It's hard to see how that won't be massively relevant. Certainly will be if they keep going the way they are, but there are others in the picture as well. Misao to take the throw. Daiwa Maekawa, who's been in terrific form this season in goal for Vissel. And a wonderful campaign forward by Hatsuse. Hooked on by Yamaguchi. Won only one of their last 5 now, Vissel. They need to rediscover their form. Away against Sanfrecce next, and then home against Cerezo. 13th last season, and not too many mark them down as title challengers. Yuruki, he was closed down effectively. It's been quite a tentative start, this. Not surprisingly, Vissel watched others slip up yesterday. They don't want to do the same here themselves. Just that added spice of it being a derby fixture as well. Only 60 kilometers separate these two. Kobe, southwest of Kyoto. Gu Sung-yeon out to deal with that. Joined from Consadole Sapporo in July and makes his 2nd appearance here. Leo Asaki. Yamakawa. There's Yuki Honda. Yuruki trying to find a way through and then just kicked out at by Fukuda. Good bit of defending in the end there by Shinosuke Fukuda. First year as a pro, the right back. One of those who's come into football late after his education, Shinosuke Fukuda, 22 years of age. It's often the case, less so than it used to be in J-League. Now Gu. Easily given away, and here's Ryo Hatsuse. His ball forward was, I'd say, significantly overhit. They've got the second best attack in the J-League, Vissel, and the second best defense as well. It's been a really good season under Yoshida. Now they need to make it count. They went out in the Cup quarter-final. They were shocked by the J-League 2 team, Roasa Kumamoto, who go into the semi. Big chance for them. Poor decision there by Hatsuse. Desperately trying to recover, and it's deflected and in! Hatsuse made a mess of it. He gave it away, and Kyoto Sanga in front. Huge deflection on the shot from Hara. There must be something in the water this weekend. All the top teams struggling. And Vissel trying to take advantage, but they fall behind early, and it was so preventable. Hatsuse didn't even look. Played it blind and miscued it, then Hara with the shot. Big deflection, but I think it might be his goal. Well, what a twist. What a start to the story here. Nothing Maekawa could do. Those who would be king find themselves a goal down. No excuse for being that casual in possession. No need for it at all, no pressure on him really. There's Asaki. Got plenty of time, they need to stay calm here. Sakai. Now Hatsuse. The red-faced Hatsuse at the moment, I'd say, after that pretty simple error. It was a bad idea to play the pass blind anyway. Then he miscued it, then he wasn't able to retrieve it. Really poor defensive play. Oh, they've caught in possession again here. There's Asaki. Need to stay cool here, Vissel. Away by Sasaki. Really good use of the ball from Maekawa, the goalkeeper. Trying to bring Osako into the play, now Yuruki. Of course, one of the problems for Yuya Osako with all of these success in this campaign, well, firstly, he's been around a while, he's 33, but players are very aware of his threat. Still, scored in his last 3 and 7 in his last 7 would indicate that they haven't quite caught up with him yet. It's nicely threaded through towards Yuya Osako, and it was swung goalwards by Sasaki. Deflected behind. Good response though from Vissel. Open game at the moment this in Kobe. Swung towards the penalty spot and nudged away. Maekawa. Forward by Asaki, the flag has stayed down. Really intelligent bit of running there over on the right-hand side by Daiuju Sasaki. Wins Vissel another corner, so they have responded to conceding the early goal. There's that outswinger again, they persevere with that. Here's Yamaguchi. Now Gotoku Sakai. I think Kyoto Sanga will be delighted to sit and play on the counter at the moment, as they are at the moment. And that will run through, and that's a fine save by Maekawa. Everyone seemed to stop for a moment there, but I think it would have stood. Well, it goes down as a chance. Initial run here from Tema Matsuda. And it ran through to Toyokawa. I think he was just on, and he catches this okay. It's a really good stop. Strong left hand from Daiya Maekawa. Toyokawa with 5 goals in this campaign. His last, though, was on June the 11th. Played under Claude Makelele at Eupen in Belgium. Wouldn't have learnt too much about forward play from him, but plenty about outstanding positional play. Hatsuse. See the home fans getting behind their side, and it's strange, isn't it, the opportunity that Kyoto Sanga have to make it to the excellent save from the keeper, and that can lift you. Almost the jeopardy of that moment could give you momentum going the other way. This the 24th J-League meeting between these two. Kyoto Sanga have the edge historically, 13-8 with a couple of draws, and they won both fixtures last season, but Vissel in this terrific campaign won pretty comfortably 3-0 in the reverse. Kyoto Sanga are playing with confidence here, though. It's Leo Asaki. Played back by Asada. The only goal of the game scored by Taichi Hara 6 minutes in to give Kyoto Sanga a surprising lead here against Vissel Kobe, who are looking to go top of the table today. There's Kawasaki. Fukuda. Coming forward with real confidence here. It's a lack of quality then from Hara, the goal scorer. Fukuda's throw will lead to another. There's the goal scorer, Taichi Hara. His fourth of this campaign, his first with the club. Only joined in July. Yoshinori Muto is on the bench for Vissel. There's Juan Mata watching on, the new arrival. He knows he'll be joining a really good side. It's interesting that Muto, the player who's on the bench, is the one that really plays in Mata's position, although I think Mata could come in and do several different jobs in this side. New team behind, though. Stabbed away by Yuruki. Oh, that was awkward for a moment for Maekawa. Chased down by Hara. Cho's team in front. Great job with Shonan Belmare before this, won the J-League Cup there, as well as a couple of J2 titles. And Koya Yuruki. Oh, it bounces through and is slashed home. It took an awkward deflection, but Shuhei Kawasaki was there in the perfect position to slam it into the top corner. And on his first J-League start to draw Vissel Kobe level. Yuruki's been really influential down this left-hand side. And they didn't deal properly with his cross. Goalkeeper did get a hand on it, but that still goes down as a good finish by Kawasaki, instinctive. On another day, Gu will feel he might have saved that. panic momentarily over. Sigh of relief from Yoshida and his side, and I'm sure Mata celebrating somewhere. New arrival from Portimonense in Portugal, Kawasaki. He was a Gamba Osaka youth player. Scored 8 times for their under-23s back in 2020. He's always been something of a prospect, and maybe he's going to come to Vissel and have a big influence in the closing weeks of the season, which finishes the first weekend in December. Great title race. Sasaki. Hatsuse. Leo Osaki. Yamaguchi trying to get involved from that deeper lying role. Another who's had an absolutely excellent campaign. "20 minutes played, couple of early goals, so much at stake. The derby atmosphere, it's been a terrific occasion so far." Looked forward by Yuruki, and Yuya Asako was offside. Picked off easily by Gotoku Sakai. Trying to get forward in support. Kawasaki's made that central run again. Kawasaki's managed to win possession. Wide for Sakai. Suddenly they're full of life and energy and belief here, Vissel Kobe. Ryo Hatsuse. There's Yuki Honda. Yep, temperature means drinks break time here. And after such an electrifying start to the game, probably time for a rest. It's not just the basic heat, it's the humidity as well. There's that opening goal. Blind pass from Hatsuse, then the big deflection. The shot from Hara. Nothing at all that Maekawa could do. I think he had the shot covered, just not the deflection. And then the equalising goal. Another that was preventable. Cross from Yuruki. This is a poor defensive touch. May well have been a hand, actually. But that didn't matter. But again, more you watch that from Gu, he's big frame goalkeeper, big hands, and he got one of them onto it. I think on another day he'll feel he would have saved that. Just enough power on the shot from Shuhei Iwasaki. Well, 33 degrees in Kobe, and as I said, it's that heat plus humidity. It's always a problem for sports people to cope with the heat, but the quality of the air and the thickness of it can really get to you. Well, how on earth he hasn't blown there for a foul throw, I'll never know. That was about the most obvious I've ever seen. There's Misao. Foul throws are often let go, and maybe that's a good thing in terms of the flow of the game, but ones like that often are whistled. It still amazes me that professional players can't take a throw-in properly. Rolled over the top and then played into the center, and Kyoto Sanga threatening again. Ended up being a good piece of defensive play there. Yamaguchi putting his foot in, but see Vissel sparkle going forward, but they can struggle defensively, and that was intelligently played in behind. It's a good challenge there. In the end, Yamaguchi does really well. Just there. It was his challenge there. The player down is Yamakawa. By the way, for our younger viewers, foul throw rules are pretty simple. The feet need to be on the floor at release, and the ball has to come from behind the head. I said the one I mentioned there came from round about the chest. Toyokawa, but ends up slotting it inside, and now Takeda. Really impressed by the confidence of Kyoto Sanga. 14th in the J-League. Started the weekend a point clear of Albirex. Won only 9 of 25 in this campaign, but they have won their last 2, both of them at home. They've found a bit of form, and they've got a difficult game next. They're away against Urawa, who are so frustrated after their draw against Albirex yesterday, and then they're at home against Sanfrecce. So they've actually won 3 of their last 5, Kyoto Sanga, but the problems lay before that. They won once between April and June, and that's why they're where they are. They'd have to have an awful finish to the season to be relegated, but they don't want to be anywhere near that picture. If they play like this, they won't be. Forward by Kaneko. Now Takeda. Kawasaki. Fukuda with the throw. There's Yuruki to come clear with it. Vissel's first ever title of any kind was the Emperor's Cup in 2019. That was David Villa's last ever professional game. They've always had a great link with Spanish football, Vissel Kobe, and that's been continued with the arrival of Juan Mata. But this season, wow, they've got a chance of the really big one. And they're back on an even keel here, having fallen behind against Kyoto Sanga. Yuruki, the player who created the equalizing goal scored by Shuhei Kawasaki. And in between that, remember that save from Maekawa? That strong left hand to deny Toyokawa. How big does that look? It would have been 2-0. Yuruki. Here's Honda. That's going to bounce over everybody. Yuruki was the target there. Half an hour played. Still 1-1 here in Kobe. Launched forward by Hatsuse, and of course he'll be feeling as good about the equaliser as anybody. Player whose error gifted that goal really for Kyoto Sanga. Again, they just sort of play themselves into a little bit of trouble. No reason really to do that. Jump with the knee in the back there to protect himself. Yuki Honda, who is a former Kyoto Sanga player, over 200 appearances for them, 7 years at the club. New arrival this campaign, the centre half. Always difficult when you're up against your old club, and particularly one for whom you played for so long. Here's Kawasaki, scorer of that equalising goal. Lovely touch from Leo Asaki, and then crossfield pass from Hatsuse is an outstanding one. Here's Daijo Sasaki. Threatening again here, but that header was not particularly well placed and was fairly easy for Daiya Maekawa. Good game this, though. And remember, Kyoto Sanga do have Anderson Patrick, 10-goal man on the bench. Certainly a potential difference maker. Kawasaki. Yamakawa. Lost possession again. They're just a little bit sloppy. Harder. Now Shinosuke Fukuda. Curved in again there by Fukuda. Big swing and a miss, but it might turn into a chance, and it did, but it was spooned over by Yuta Toyokawa. But his side has come here and played really well, Chokui J. Oh, it might be a change of boots. He's got a choice there. He's gone for those grey boots, and they looked a little smaller, didn't they, than the other two pairs. Players often wear boots a size too small. They like to feel the ball on their foot. Most footballers will go that way rather than wearing ones that fit properly. Here's Gu Sung-yun. Koya Yuruki. Now Yuki Honda. What a pass that is in behind. It just runs away though from Shuhei Kawasaki. It was nearly perfect. As Hatsuse. One thing that is impressive about him is, having made the error, he's still so confident in possession. And that's led to this. Yamaguchi. Now Osako, who's been a bit quiet. Four players inside that penalty area. On the front foot here, Vissel. Yuki Honda. Here's Kawasaki. Up goes Honda, and that's cleared by Hatsuse. There's Yasuda. Now they can break. Asako looking really threatening here, and that's deflected just wide by a whisker. Sasaki ran onto the pass. At one end, the deflection took it in. At the other, the deflection took it wide. Brilliant from Asako to wait and wait. And I think Sasaki thinks this is in. He's got a touch, has he? No, it's just spun away from goal. Hansuse with the corner. 5 minutes to go of a thrilling first half here. Appeals for a hand there from the Vissel players. Now then, how convincing did that look? They're certainly going to take a look. I must say, it wasn't instant from all of them. So sometimes the reaction's so honest, you think they must have seen something, but we'll take a look. There's the leap. Well, the hand is raised. Does he head it onto his hand? Does his hand get there first? It's not the easiest one to spot. Osamu Iyoya is the player involved. And they're checking this. This might not be the easiest one to see as a clear and obvious error, but sometimes the standard in J-League is slightly different. Here we go again. Does hit his hand, doesn't it? But he's headed it onto his hand, and normally the interpretation of the law is if it touches another part of your body first and goes onto your hand, it's not a penalty, and that's what they've seen. And given that the standard is clear and obvious error, you can't call that a clear and obvious error. Had he given a penalty, it may not have been overturned. Couldn't have been 100% sure on the field, and you certainly couldn't be on the replay. Here's Asako. Yamaguchi. Now Hansuse. Yuruki pushed all the way back. See Maekawa not happy at all with those in front of him. Yoshida knows his team has been a little bit off here, as they have been in recent weeks, drawn their last 2 games. Scored twice in added time against FC Tokyo. Tokyo also scored in added time. It led 2-1. Vissel found an equaliser in the 14th minute of added time. Foot was very high there. You've got to be careful with those kind of challenges. It will just be a yellow card. You can see the Kyoto Sanga players not happy. I can understand why. So once it's bouncing that high, you really can't raise your foot like that. Oh, I tell you what, He's lucky he hasn't made contact properly, because if he had, I think he'd have been off. Yuruki made the challenge. They did just have a little conversation about that, but decided not to look. As I said, I think it's about the contact. If he makes contact with his studs into the face or anything, he's off for sure. So it's a very, very ill-advised tackle to make. But luckily for Yuruki, we continue. Turn there from Asako, but he couldn't really do anything with it. Here's Hatsuse. Four added minutes. Asada. Hara giving Kyoto Sanga the lead. 6 minutes in, Kawasaki with that equaliser just on 19. Chances since. There was a big chance in between those two goals for Kyoto Sanga to go 2 up. How large might that loom as we continue? Fukuda. By Kawasaki. Good ball into the far post, another good save by Mayakawa. Didn't quite catch the volley as sweetly as he might have done, but it was still travelling. Now Kawasaki. Yellow card. It's a fairly easy decision to make there. One yellow card then for either side. So he has the shot. Heavy touch, and it's a clear foul. And that's him out of next week, away against Urawa. That will be a blow for them, losing his midfield energy. Yamaguchi, Osaki, Yuki Honda, fizzed in towards Yuya Asako, but it never reached him. So we tick towards the end of the 4 added minutes. And that will do it. Really entertaining half. It started so brightly, and it was Taichi Hara who gave Kyoto Sanga the lead 6 minutes in, but then Shuhei Kawasaki with the equalising goal on 19. Chances for either side, notably a couple for Toyokawa. Yuya Asako struggled to get involved too much in the game, but he did create the other really good chance for Vissel. Sasaki with that effort that was deflected up and over the goalkeeper and just wide at the far post. Remember, a win for Vissel puts daylight. They would go top of the table. Couple of points clear of Yokohama Marinos, so all to play for in the second half. Vissel will push, of course they will, for the win, but a really good game. Half-time, Vissel Kobe 1, Kyoto Sanga 1.
J リーグ全試合配信中。ビヨンドダーソン年間プラン。ワイズワンスピード耐久性デザイン車に求める全てがワイズワンにある BMW なら西宮の会社ワイズワン。安心信頼感動を感じた時そこに生まれるさまざまな笑顔お届けする製品とサービスを通してより幸せを感じられる社会へ。スマイルフードパブ TOA。
ただいまからワイズワンスペシャルマッチハーフタイムプレゼントを当選発表を行います。でまずはその前にワイズワンの CM をどうぞビジョンでご覧ください。
ワイズワンスピード耐久性デザイン車に求める全てワイズワンにある可変性原理的技術を使い BMW に特化したカスタムフィート感販売整備である BMW に対しお客様の気持ちを理解する確かな技術が BMW が西宮の会社ワイズワン。
さあそれではハーフタイムプレゼント当選発表を行いましょう。当選番号は皆さんがお手元の近くに記載されました座席番号となりますのでスマートフォンまたはチケットをお手元にご準備の上ご自分の座席番号のご確認をお願いいたします。それでは気になるプレゼント商品をご紹介しましょう。まず1等です。1等は選手サイン入り2023レプリカユニフォームを1名様に、そして2等は2000等でボードゲーム観戦チケットをペア5組10名様に、そして3等としてジーオンのパーティー用品セットを10名様にそれぞれプレゼントいたします。それでは早速当選番号の発表に参りましょう。ビジョンに ご注目ください。まずは3頭当選されたのはこちらの番号の皆様です。さあご覧の座席番号10名の皆様、見事3頭 G オンのカーキア用品セットご当選となります。おめでとうございます。皆さんの座席番号をご確認ください。さあ続いて2頭に参りますよ。2頭の当選されましたのはこちらの番号の皆様です。ご覧の座席番号の皆様5名の皆様、見事2頭ヴィッセル神戸ボールゲーム観戦ペアチケットご当選となります。おめでとうございます。さあそれでは最後になりました1等の当選番号の発表に参りましょう。当選されましたのはこちらの方です。ご覧の座席番号の方、見事1等選手サイン入り2023レプリカユニフォームご当選となります。おめでとうございます。見事各賞にご当選されました方は試合終了後30分以内にゲートからご退場後、ご覧の正面エントランス横にありますイベント集合ブースハーフタイムプレゼント受付までお越しください。ワイズマンスペシャルマッチハーフタイムイベントでした。
スポーツとともにもっといい未来へ。A better future together。進化を続けるスポーツ紙が日本のすべてのスポーツを支えています。新しいスポーツ紙ウィナー。
後半のキックオフです。残り45分も心を一つにして共に戦いましょう。後半もヴィッセル神戸への熱い応援をよろしくお願いします。
And welcome back to Kobe. As you can see, a half-time change from Vissel Kobe, booked in what was a combative first half for him. Maybe sensibly replaced by Jean-Patrick. New arrival from Cerezo Osaka. Couple of goals in this campaign. The winners against Avispa and Sagan, so two important goals. Worth 4 points already. Can he add to that list here? Kyoto Sanga unchanged. 1-1 then at half-time as Vissel looked to surge to the top of the league. So back underway. Vissel at the moment a going top, but same number of points as Yokohama. What they want to do is get up to 52 and have a 2-point lead with 8 games remaining. It gives themselves a little bit of breathing space, a little more anyway. Since they conceded, they've certainly been the better side, but there's a threat from Kyoto Sanga on the counter, of which they must be extremely wary. Gotoku Sakai to take the throw here. Easily grabbed there by Gu Sung-yun. The momentum was certainly with Vissel Kobe towards the end of that first half, and that can be the hard thing after half-time, to sort of pick that up and keep it going. Gotoku Sakai. Oh, they've done this really nicely, and the substitute, Jean-Patrick, straight away comes so close to putting Vissel Kobe in front. Asako involved, maybe not as a goal threat at the moment, but he's pushing and prompting and probing from those wide areas. And there's the effort from Jean-Patrick, always curving just wide, but only just. Hammered away by Hatsuse. There's Fukuda. Long clearance there by Gu Sung-yun. By the way, at half-time, Banit Vece, the Hungarian, and the one and only Juan Mata were introduced to the crowd, the new signings, to great acclaim. They're absolutely thrilled to have a couple of new players, but also one of the caliber of Mata. And John Patrick with his pace very nearly gets there. Here's Yamakawa. Five minutes played in the second half, 1-1 between Vissel and Kyoto Sanga. Again, he looks very, very long there, Gu Sung-yun. Here's Ryo Hatsuse. Now Yuki Honda, the former Kyoto Sanga player. Here's Yamakawa. Forward by Sasaki. Gotoku Sakai now has done really well to cut inside. And then for the first time, Asako rose and just couldn't keep the header down. There's Yuki Honda. John Patrick with that tremendous pace, chasing in behind to put them in front. How about that for an impact off the bench? John Patrick makes it 2-1 as Vissel turn it round. Simple long ball over the top from Hatsuse, and John Patrick did the rest. Great strength there, and eventually took it into his stride. Now they are soaring clear at the top, Vissel Kobe. Now it's Kyoto Sanga who will need to respond, and goodness me, for a moment I thought they were going to. But there's the man of the moment, John Patrick, and he took the chance so well. Third of the season, and well, I mentioned he'd scored winners previously against Avispa and Sagan, and that might just top those. Here goes Kawasaki. Misao to nudge it forward. And look at the pace again of Jean-Patrick. They're not reading him right at all here. And that's fired well over in the end, but they're going to have to sort this out with Jean-Patrick. He's down and he's hurt, but it's as if Kyoto Sanga have never seen him play. That's the foul on him. Play was allowed to continue. Whether that goal would have stood or not, I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look at this again. No, I don't think the goal would have stood. As you can see, Yoshida not happy with something. I think it was a challenge on his striker. Can understand that as well. Takeda going to take this corner for Kyoto Sanga, and that's picked up by Maekawa. Here's Hatsuse. Asaki, forward again by Hatsuse. Kawasaki. Jean-Patrick, thankfully for Vissel, is fully recovered. Ryo Hatsuse then to take the free kick. Oh, it's well delivered too, and once or twice Kyoto Sanga have just struggled a bit with those set pieces. Launched by Maekawa, looking for Jean-Patrick. Oh, and dramatically out of his goal there was Maekawa. Actually, a pretty solid intervention there. Misao. And that's dragged wide of the near post. Taichi Hara got himself into a good position there. Now then, this could be an interesting moment because Yoshinori Muto's had such a fine season. Is going to come on here. Vissel already leading by 2-1. And Muto might just come on to put the icing on the cake here. Nisao with the throw. It's going to be Kawasaki who scored the equalising goal. He's going to be the player to come off, but I think they found themselves a new hero, haven't they, in Shuhei Kawasaki. There's his moment, the one that made it 1-1. And as we approach the hour, Vissel Kobe in front here. Really impressive the way they've responded to conceding that early goal, but they know the job is not yet done. There were enough late goals yesterday to show us that. Well, it's going to add some drama at the end, isn't it? Shogo Asada, the player who's down, that will ensure, I think, plus a cooling break, we're going to have a fair amount of stoppage time. There's nothing deliberate about any of that. John Patrick, eyes on the ball, so too the defender Asada. Fair to say John Patrick came off best. Bearing in mind that before today, John Patrick's made 4 starts and 15 substitute appearances for Vissel Kobe, scored a couple of important goals. It just felt like a huge oversight, the way Kyoto Sanga defended against him after he'd come on at half-time. They had time to reset, time to be warned effectively, because he is so quick that you're going to be vulnerable to that simple ball over the top. What you have to do is stand off and not allow him to run in behind, and they just weren't prepared, and it happened twice, and he scored once. And that feels a bit like negligence on their part. That's why you have all the meetings, why you do all the stuff on the laptop. All the analysis is to avoid things like that. Anyway, they paid the price. Here's Muto. Lovely ball inside from him. Sakai eventually with the shot. Here's Hatsuse. Now Yamakawa. Still on a knife edge, this. Here's Sasaki. Now John Patrick. Oh, it towards that near post. Lovely idea. Great run from Hataro Yamaguchi. Just couldn't quite loft that header inside the far post. But they look a different side in this second half. They're suddenly full of confidence. Real spring in the step. Really smart bit of play. Now then, here come Kyoto Sanga looking to find a way back into this. And here's the change they were always going to make. Anderson Patrick and indeed Rikito Inoue both coming on here. And Yuta Toyokawa's race is run. Anderson Patrick will give them a good 25 minutes here, and this is the danger now for Vissel. The other player to come off, Tema Matsuda.
Kyoto
10 goals so far in this season. His 10th season in Japanese football. The former Gamba Osaka player, Sanfrecce as well. Anderson Patrick. Can another Patrick come on and influence this game? Look at the two of them going at it there. John Patrick and Anderson Patrick. The Patrick spelt differently, one with a K, one without. But what's that between friends? It's not much of a physical match, is it, between the two of them? Keep your eyes on that at the far post. It's going to be Misao to take the corner then. He's going to get another chance here. Sublime touch that was. Good advantage played here. Oh no, in fact he's had to blow up. He's had to blow up and give the free kick. Because Gotoku Sakai stayed down. Yeah, that's a painful one. Here's the drinks break. It's always interesting how it sort of divides the half, isn't it, in two, and a game like this where there's so much still at stake, it readies the players for a final push, gives them a little break. This is what I mean though, the ball from Hatsuse, they allowed him from that wide position to just run in behind. You can't be in that position defensively. With someone who's that quick, you have to be almost taking offside out of the equation and standing 10 yards off him, giving yourself a head start and giving him less space to run into, but well, they didn't do it. It was still very well timed, very well taken, and it's the goal that has put Vissel Kobe in front. One of their 7 shots, one of their 4 on target, and as you can see, 57% of the possession has been theirs, but it's been a very good even game, this. Really watchable. Kansai derby with much at stake. Vissel pushing for their first J-League title. Kyoto Sanga would love to throw a sizable spanner into the works, and they did when they led. Hara with the early goal, but then Kawasaki and John Patrick. Vissel are not home yet, but they're in front at the moment. They're going 2 points clear at the top with 8 games to go, remember. Sasaki. Suse, and he'll get another chance. Defended well by Anderson Patrick. To be another Ryo Hatsuse corner here. Lofted towards that far post. It's Hatsuse once more. Climb from Sasaki, but nodded into no man's land in the end. And the pressure and frustration is writ so large on the face of Takayuki Yoshida. And here comes another Kyoto Sanga change. It's Takumi Miyayoshi, who is on here for Shohei Takeda. Veteran, particularly of Kyoto Sanga, his 233rd league appearance for them, 45 goals in all. He's been with the club on and off since 2008. And a goal in this fixture prized more than almost any other. And here goes Jean-Patrick again to nudge that forward towards Sasaki, who gets him behind. Massive save. Gu Sung-yun did so well to get down low, but was the ball on into the middle here for Sasaki? Could he have lucked up and just rolled it? That was the chance to seal it. Touch here from Jean-Patrick. He was intending it for himself, I think, but defensive slip allowed Sasaki in, and I think, yeah, it might have been worth risking the pass to Asako. Of course, he's making all these decisions in a split second. He did have a look up. I think he felt Asako was not in the clear, but I think maybe it was on. In a way, because it came about from a defender falling who's clearly injured, it's quite a good thing that they didn't score. Teppei Yashida is the player who's going to be introduced here, because that defensive slip necessitates a change. Well, let's hope that Shogo Asada's not too badly hurt there, and he'll be relieved, of course, that it didn't lead to a goal. Ryo Hatsuse to swing in this corner. They're still waiting to make the change. They're having stretched him off. They're not trying to stretch out the leg, are they, and get him back on? I can't believe they are. John Patrick down, holding his forehead here. Yeah, clash of heads again, in which he's involved. This time with Fukuda. Finally, it is going to be a change. In fact, it's going to be a double change. Kyo Sato as well as Yashida coming on. "15 minutes left for play. Yuto Misao, the other player to go off, as well as Asada. Sato's made 19 starts this year. This is Yashida's 12th substitute appearance. Both fairly solid members of the first team to come on and give them a boost for the final 15 minutes. Here's Muto trying to have an influence on the game. 9 assists so far in this J-League season. Oh, suddenly a flashpoint here. They didn't like the challenge on Muto by Hara. I think there was a bit of local derby about all of this. There's that initial wrestling match. Then Hara just shoved Muto over. Not much in that, really. It's a foul. It's not violent, is it? Well, they've all calmed down. Whether the referee saw fit to issue a card, I'm not quite sure. So Ryo Hatsuse, whose mistake that led to the opening goal feels a long time ago now, is going to take this free kick. Vissel fans behind the goal, hoping for something to cheer, and it went all the way through. That's why when you aim in those free kicks from wide, players will always try and make sure the end point is inside the far post in case everyone misses it. Kyoto Sanga looking to draw level then, trying to make the most of this free kick. Goalkeeper came a long, long way, Mayakawa, but to great effect. And most importantly there, he punched it the way it was going. There's Sato, the substitute, winning them the corner. Good little spell at the moment here for Kyoto Sanga. Two very well supported teams. Of course, not long for the away fans to travel, not far to come. Well delivered and half cleared, and then the bounce was all wrong. Shinned well over the crossbar in the end. Moving towards the final 10 minutes, and I think there might be a fairly significant amount of added time as well. We've had a couple of clashes of heads, as well as the cooling break. It's got to be at least 6 minutes, you would think, maybe more. And it's Kyoto Sanga who need to find an equalising goal, and of course they'll be being cheered on by fans of Yokohama Marinos and Nagoya as well. Another opportunity for Kobe to try and do something down that left-hand side. It's been very fruitful for them. Gotoku Sakai just lost possession there for once, and look at the space now for Kyosato. And he couldn't really do anything with it. Matthias Tuller, the big Brazilian centre-half, about to be brought on to try and help see Vissel Kobe over the line here. Don't want to get too defensive. Ball was out of play. Asako's played an interesting role here because he's obviously the gun player, the goal scorer, but he's actually done a very good support role. Almost played, he wears 10, he's almost played as a 10, dropping into those deeper lying areas. Showed real intelligence here, and I would say selflessness too. Still not seen them over the line quite yet though. Sasaki, well, it's going to be a forward-thinking player to be replaced by Tuller, so he is going to try and shut up shop a bit here. An extra centre-half. As long as it's something they've rehearsed and gone through and shadow played in training, it's fine, but sometimes it can confuse things. A reminder at the moment, Vissel are going too clear at the top with 8 games to go. Away against Sanfrecce Hiroshima next, which is not easy. Then home against Cerezo Osaka. They go to their main challengers. Away game against Yokohama Marinos. The final weekend of September. That could be the title decider. Still a way to go, I suppose, beyond that, but you know what I mean. A few international breaks and so on, and natural breaks as well. So even though 8 to go after this, the final weekend is actually the first weekend of December. So be a few darker weeks and so on. She gives everyone the best chance though, doesn't it? Going forward, it won't be fixtures coming too thick and fast. Asako, not quite, nearly. Certainly the right idea. Bit of a grimace there from Yuya Asako. Gu Sung-yun to clear away. So it's going to be Fukuda to launch in the throw here for Kyoto Sanga. Yashida. Certainly nervous. Means so much here to Vissel Kobe. They will feel if they can win this. It's an absolutely key weekend with others dropping points. And with this being a derby, this was a game that a few might have seen Vissel losing, and of course they may yet. Here's Hara. And when they went a goal down, I think their fans might have feared the worst against big rivals. Three minutes remain, plus, as I said, it must be at least 6. Could even be 7 or 8. It's not yet done, this game. There's Fukuda with another long throw, but not particularly well directed. Long chase, but what it does do is just run the clock down a little. Set his stall out here, Yoshida, by bringing Mateus Tula on to see out time. Let's see if it's enough. Hara giving Kyoto Sanga the lead, then Kawasaki's equaliser, importantly early, I think. 19 minutes in, and then John Patrick off the bench to make it 2-1 with a thrilling run and great touch and super finish. Muto. It's going to be another yellow card. Definitely a case of taking one for the team there, stopping the counter, Leo Asaki. Referee's just told him, I think, no point staying down, the clock will stop. Just the tug of the shirt there, knew exactly what he was doing. We'll find out shortly how long Vissel will have to hold on here. My guess is 6. Let's see. Big leap from Anderson Patrick. Can they create one final chance? 7 is the answer. 7 minutes from going 2 points clear at the top. They could almost reach out and touch it. And they're going to make a change just to try and continue to take the sting out of this. It's funny, for a team that's so front foot and so positive, they've actually gone into sort of negative vein here. J-League debut, what a time to make your debut. Mitsuki Hadaka, the 20-year-old on. That shows great faith in a young player. He's been on loan in the lower leagues in Spain, but he comes on into the centre of midfield to try and see them home. Oh, it could go wrong if he made a mistake, couldn't it? But we wish him well. Hatsuse to take the throw. Already played over a minute of the added 7. Pulled by Yamaguchi now. Chases on for Jean-Patrick again. Runs the clock down, that's where their focus is right now. He's the outlet, along with Asako. Gu Sung-yun to clear away. Two of the 7 gone by. They're trying to press, and they did so effectively. Yellow card for time wasting for Hatsuse. Well, it's wasted another minute. 3 of the 7 gone now. Trying to keep it down in that corner if they can. And Hatsuse goes over. That's such a silly challenge. It's a yellow card, but more to the point, it allows him to keep the ball in the corner. It allows Hatsuse to stay down. Yashida. And this is not going anywhere, this corner. Or rather, this free kick. This will be played short, and they'll try and keep the ball down there as long as they can. Win another free kick if they can. Yep, Hatsuse is going to touch it into Asako. Massive credit that Asako's the player who's being the strong man to go down and try and hold on to possession. Finally, it's a throw for Kyoto Sanga, but they've taken more time off the clock. 2.5 minutes remain now of the added 7. Vissel Kobe, having trailed here right now, are going 2 clear. And there goes more time. They're very nearly there, aren't they? It's not particularly good to watch, but it's been a masterclass in how to run the clock down this. Let's hope on the final day they don't need a draw to win the title. That won't be much of a watch. Still the battle, still. Kyoto Sanga just can't get out. Minute and a half to go now. John Patrick trying to use his strength and winning a throw. Nearly there. Into the final minute now of the added 7, and there will be possession now at least for Kyoto Sanga and a chance to loft this forward if they can. But they've given it away. 30 seconds remain now. And they've given it away once more. Well, Vissel are going to try and wrap things up. They've got a corner anyway, and that will do it. I thought they were going to chase into the corner there, but they did try and add a third, but now they could just play out time. It's really well done. Massively impressive response to going behind to that deflected goal after the error from Hatsuse. Sakai being told to hurry up. Referee pointing at his watch. This time it is a throw for Kyoto Sanga, but we're already 30 seconds over the 7. Vissel, go top. Jean Patrick's winner. 8 games left in the J-League. Much can yet happen, but Vissel go into those final 8 games with a 2-point lead. Taichi Hara gave Kyoto Sanga an early advantage 6 minutes in, but then Kawasaki's first start in the J-League made it 1-1 19 minutes in. Then Jean Patrick off the bench, blistering pace and a great touch and a super finish. And that turned out to be the match winner. The 3rd time in this campaign. He's only scored 3 times, and they've all been the winning goal. What a priceless one that was for Vissel Kobe in this Kansai derby. Kyoto will feel they left something out there. Maekawa made 2 excellent saves, one when Vissel were 1-0 down from Toyokawa, and that moment is just as pivotal as the winning goal. The outstanding Maekawa, vital again. It finishes Vissel Kobe 2, Kyoto Sanga 1. So all smiles for these Vissel Kobe players, and we wait to hear from one of the stars who've been on view. It may well be Jean Patrick who got the winner. It often is the match winner that we hear from before we leave you. But whoever it is, they're going to be delighted, they're going to be relieved, and they're going to know that they march on away to San Frecce next, and then at home against Cerezo. They're loving life, aren't they? Those Vissel Kobe fans love it. Absolutely brilliant. Remember, they've never won the J-League, and now they've given themselves as good a chance as they've ever had. Could it be their year? Well, that story will develop. There's the player who gave Kyoto Sanga the lead, Taichi Hara, but they couldn't build on his goal. They might have done if it hadn't been for Maekawa. And Vissel Well, they give the opposition a chance, don't they? They have a few defensive frailties, but they're so good going forward, and they did control that game really well after they took the lead in it, so massive credit to them. And there's the respect from the travelling Sanga fans for their team, who gave absolutely everything here. It wasn't quite enough on the day. And it's all smiles for John Patrick and the home team here. All wearing the number 16 shirt of Mitsuki Saito in solidarity with their teammate, not currently able to play. So, emotion here as Vissel move to the top of the J-League. They got the win that they wanted. A point would have taken them top, but 3 takes them 2 points clear at the top. And of course, this being a game full of emotion, a local derby with much going on, it takes that little bit longer for us to hear from the key player, from our interviewee. Juan Mata watching on as well, of course, will be delighted with what he has seen, the new arrival, Valent Vecce as well, and what a part they both might end up playing here. Here we go.
それではヴィッセル神戸川崎修平選手にお越しいただきました。勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
このサポーターの皆さんの声援いかがですか？
本当に最高な応援で、本当点決めれて本当嬉しく思います。
さあ、その決まった点は同点に追いつく非常に貴重なゴールでした。ゴールシーン振り返ってください。
まあクロスなかなかああいう形で決めたことないんで、やっぱ入れば